Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name remains Sadiq. Welcome to the new episode on rights of women in Islam. On this platform, Become of Islam. So I'm here to shed light on the position of women in Islam. Some people may criticize Islam that we do not respect women. We downgrade them and place them in a lower position behind men. But I would like to say that both men and women in Islam alike are being elevated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, a famous hadith reported in both books, Sahih books, Bukhari and Muslim, that there are 4 women well known and being promised paradise as the one of the greatest of the women. As the hadith says, and I quote the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, where he says, أخط رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في أرض 4 أخطاط ثم قال لصحابي, that the Prophet put something on the ground, dig something on the ground, 4 parts, and he said, Atadru ma hada? Do you know what is this, ya Sahaba? One of them said, Allahu wa Rasulu a'lam. Allah and the Prophet know better. Rasulullah said, Afdalu nisa'i fi jannat. Humna Khadija bint Khuwaylid, wa Fatima bint Muhammad, wa Maryam bint Imran, wa Asiyah bint Muzahim, the wife of Pharaoh. So he said there are 4 women, very notable women, and they are very blessed women by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are promised paradise first, the greatest of the 4 of them. And he said they are Khadija, the first wife of the Prophet, beloved wife of the Prophet, daughter of Khuwaylid, Fatima, his own daughter, then Miriam, the mother of Isa alayhi salam, who's also the daughter of Al-Imran, notable women in our time, and Asiyah bint Muzahim, the wife of Pharaoh, the one who stood against Pharaoh in persecuting the people of Israel. So I want to shed light on Khadija bint Khuwaylid on this 3rd episode. Then the next episode I'll talk about Miriam bint Al-Imran. Now, Khadija was married to the Prophet 556 AD. Then she was born 556 AD. She married to the Prophet 595 AD. And the marriage lasted till 619 AD. The Prophet loved her so much because he sacrificed her time, loyalty, sincerity, and she was brave to the Prophet. Even in the hardest of time, that the Prophet would like her so much even after her death. As some narration says, that even when Aisha anha, the wife of the Prophet, would always hear Rasulullah mention Khadija by name. He said, At-tadhkira, that's Dhakara Rasulullah Khadijata Dhakara Kathira. A lot of time, she will remember her a lot of time. Then she asked Rasulullah, why do you always remember Khadija all the time? Rasulullah replied her by saying, Amanat bi wa ila kafara nas bi. Wa sadaqatni wa ila kadabani nas. Wa wasatni bi ma'liha wa ila. So he said that according to the hadith, he says, that the people that she believed in me when men disbelieved in me, and also she trusted me, she relied on me, she supported me when others denied me, and she entrusted me with her words when others haramani nas, when others denied me their worth. This is the level at which the Prophet revere Khadija bint Khuwaylid. So in some narrations as well, it was said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through Jibreel, the Malak, the angel, gave a glad tidings to her alongside other women. Because the Prophet was there one day in his house and Jibreel came to him and he said, جاءت خديجة معها الإناء بالطعام أو شراب أو إدام. That Khadija will come to you with a plate of either food or drink. So فإذا هي حتت يا رسول الله, if she comes to you, فقر عليها السلام. Send peace upon him. من ربها ومني, from her Lord and from me. That when she comes, give her my peace, my salam. Give her the peace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَبَاشِرِهَا بِبَيْتِ فِي جَنَّةٍ مِنَ الْقَصَبِ. That he promised her of a house built for her in paradise. And he also said, from that same house, فَلَا صَخَبَ فِيهِ وَلَا نَصَبَ. In that house there is no turbulence and there is any stress in the house. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised her a house in paradise because of her dignity, her sincerity towards Islam, her sacrifice. Even in the lifetime of the Prophet, when the Prophet, in the early part of the Prophet, in his behalf, the Prophet brought Islam, came with the idea of Islam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Jibreel passed Islam to him, saying, "Oh, Ya Rasulullah, you are the messenger of Islam." He was doubted. He doubted everything. He doubted the idea of Islam. He went to the wife and told the wife about it. The wife supported him and said, "You were a noble man. You were a righteous man. You were truthful to the orphans. You were helping the poor. So Allah will not turn you down. This message is pure message." This is a woman who supported him and gave him a solace, gave him a peace to stand on. And when he accepted the faith, after which he began to preach, she supported her with her words and everything. So this great woman in Islam is well noble and well precious. So I would not like to expand more on it. I will shorten the video just by saying that it is important to be noble as a woman in Islam and to propagate the message of Islam as a woman, not just relying on the men alone. Woman can still do the job. Thank you. I will come back to the next episode talking about Maryam, the daughter of Imran, on this same platform, Become of Islam. My name remains Sadiq. Assalamu alaikum.